Now, there's been a phenomenal response to this fly since I put it on the internet. So many people have asked me how did I tie it, so today is the day. This is a size 10 curved hook, and the fly I'm actually going to tie is the sedge pupa, or caddis pupa, also known as a caddis pupa. And start off here with lead wire. This is actually lead free, but lead wire is fine as well. And just here, and touching turns, and snap it off like that. Now it's very important with this fly that you keep well back from the eye. I'm talking about a third of the way, or possibly a little more. You need to leave this gap here because you're going to bring the body as far as the lead wire here at the front, and then the wing case and the legs, etc., will be going here and this point. So now next, black tyne silk or thread, whatever you like to call it. Now tying a few turns here just in front of the lead wire to hold it in place, down along over the lead wire, and then tie in behind it, and that will secure it, keep it in place. Right, round the bend. Now the next thing, this is what I use for a rib. It's a red wire. This is actually a hen's wire. The serial number, if it's of any help to you, is CWM-03. But that kind of wire, I've seen it in, we used to get it from transistors and radios. I don't know, if you get an old radio with a transistor in it, you can take it out, and that's the colour you want. Tie in the wire, and we want that to tie in up to where the lead wire is, to meet the lead wire, like that. Back down again. Now this is the next material. This is called chartreuse, hollow tinsel medium. It's kind of green sparkly material. That's what I'm going to use. Now again, I tie that in just up to where the lead, to meet the lead wire, and back down. Now what I want to do is, I want the body on a sedge pupa is sort of heavy in comparison to most other nymphs or flies, and we want to create that impression to give it a slightly heavier, fatter body. So I'm using this here. I got it in sewing come craft shop, but any material, it doesn't necessarily even have to be this colour. What you want to do is you just want to build up the fat part of the body like this. Right, tie that in. All the way up to just in front of the lead wire, and touching turns. All the way up, covering the lead wire. And now I'm going to head back down again, catching the tinsel, which I don't want to do. Get it back here out of the way. Right. That's better. Now this time we don't go all the way to the end. we come back to say 4 or 5 millimeters short of it, and then we come back up. Now we tie that off just in front of the lead wire and trim the waist. Okay. Now, people have been asking me, how did you get that sort of, it looked like jelly, or I call it the juicy look. This is what creates it, this material here, the chartreuse tinsel. Now my batteries in my camera ran out just at this point, but we'll catch up. So I brought the tinsel, as I like to call it, to just where the lead wire meets the body, and I trim that off again. Now I'm going to rib. Now the rib goes in the direction opposite to that of the tinsel in order to reinforce it. So we start off back here at the tail. Fairly widely spaced turns. Starting to go against me here now. There we are now. Fairly widely spaced. And again, tying down here at this point. Now I have 2 pairs of scissors. I have one for cutting feather and tinsel and stuff like that, and then I have a separate one for cutting wire, which is always a good idea because this scissors will only cut wire because it's reached a point now where it won't cut anything else. You need 2 pairs of scissors to do it properly. Now, so just in case anything escapes, I'm just going to put a quick whip finish here on this. Now everything is secured. Now my next material is pheasant tail, and I'm going to take out a piece approximately, I suppose there's what, half an inch, anyway, that much. I'll level the ends of them. It's not an exact process, but that's what we want to see. So now I'm going to tie this in here, and they're going to extend approximately an inch beyond the eye of the hook. Tied in like that. Okay. That's fine. Now the next material, hare's ear or hare's mask. It's a mixture of hare's mask and mixture of the guard hairs and underfur from a hare's mask. And I'm going to dub this on. A nice, fairly heavy rope. Now, this is going to make the thorax section of the fly, and I'm going to bring the thread through that to reinforce it. Now, next part of it is to split these into 2. It's not, again, not an exact process, just split them into two and pin them back like this. That should hold them back in place while I complete the next move. Right, I'm pulling this forward and down, a couple of turns, and then pull it back. That just tug it that way so you get plenty of room in the eye of the hook. You don't want to block the eye of the hook. So now I'm going to trim off the waist. That's it. I'm going to whip finish. Just to make everything secure. And that's one knot. A second knot. And now just a little bit of this here, hard as nails, onto the thread. Another whip finish, and the hard as nails will be absorbed into the thread and make it very durable and secure. Now again, trim the waist. Now what we need to do is we need to make the, I suppose they're paddles more than legs. They use them for swimming to the surface, so they're sort of paddles. So you can leave as many as you like. Basically, what I do is I just leave two on each side. One will do fine. You can leave them all there if you like, but it looks better if you trim out the majority of them and just leave, say, two. So I'm trimming them out here. Cut those two out. Right, you can isolate two and then just catch the rest and trim like that. Same here. Try and find two and isolate them from the rest. I think I'm nearly there. Now if you follow the instructions, this is what you'll end up with. Either two or just one either side for paddles if you like. And the next part of the operation is to apply some UV glue if you like. It'll drop. This bottle's nearly run out, so drop like that. You need to spread it like this. Be careful not to get any of the glue onto the dub thorax or the paddles. So need another drop down here. Now, and then we use our little UV torch. And that will harden the glue. And that's what gives it that nice juicy appearance. And not only that, it'll make it very durable as well. So that's it. That's the Serial Killer Caddis Pupa, and a mighty good fly it is.